The presidential candidate of the Labour Party in the 2023 presidential election, Mr. Tinubu, has expressed concern over the frequent attacks, especially in Plateau State, which have reached an alarming rate. He denounced the recent attack in Zurak Villa, Wusa, LGA that claimed around 40 lives and left many injured. In his ex-official page, Obi urged the government to take concrete actions to fulfill its responsibility of protecting citizens' lives and property. He emphasized the need for bold measures to combat insecurity by investing in essential human development areas. His tweets read in quotes, "One continues to be disheartened by the persistent reports of terrorist attacks across Plateau, Benue, and other parts of the country. The recent report of an attack in Zurak village in Wase LGA of Plateau State, which has left about 40 people dead and many others hospitalized, remain a very sad one, which must be condemned in strong terms. This adds to the growing number of these heinous attacks. These repeated attacks, particularly in Plateau, have become too many to make any discerning mind worrisome. Again, I call on the government to rise to its responsibilities of securing the lives and property of Nigerians with corresponding actions. Above all, we must take every necessary measure to drastically reduce insecurity in the nation by investing in critical areas of human development, education, health, and lifting people out of poverty." I sincerely condole with the Governor of Plateau, Governor Caleb Mufwang, the government and the people of Plateau State, especially the bereaved families, over this tragic occurrence. May God grant eternal rest to the dead and quick recovery to the hospitalized. Unquote. Now, it's quite unfortunate that at this age and time, we are still talking about security. For decades, we cannot solve insecurity problem in the Middle Belt. This has been going on for a very long time. What exactly is wrong? What is the problem? We move from the Middle Belt. We are now battling Boko Haram insurgents in the northeast. From there, it now moves to the southwest. We now have kidnapping in the south, the southeast, unknown gunmen. Every part of this country is besieged with insecurity, one insecurity or the other. Now, the bottom line to all of this is that the government of the day has failed Nigeria. It is a responsibility of government to provide security for its citizens. That is a paramount responsibility of the government. You need to protect your citizens at every cost. That is a duty of a government. So if there is insecurity in every part of the state, of the country, it shows that the government of the day has failed. Now, one of the root causes of insecurity is unemployment. One of the major sources of insecurity is unemployment. Nigeria over the years has neglected the youth. Successive governments, they are just concerned about plundering the resources of the state. That is all they've been concerned about. You have a president, a governor elected into public office, and after the expiration of their tenure, you begin to hear billions of naira being looted by the same government. What exactly are they using that money for? What exactly are they using the money for? They don't create jobs to engage the youth. They use most of these youth to carry out their nefarious activities in the state, especially during elections. Most of these youth are being used to snatch ballot boxes. They are being used to carry out all form of hooliganism and thuggery in the state. They are being used to unleash mayhem on the opponent. And after using them, they dumped them. Having exposed them to these criminal activities, the youth will now resort to attacking innocent and defenseless people. That is the problem of this country. Unemployment. The only way we can combat insecurity in our society, just like Mr. Tinubu has said, is number one, education. You need education to educate the mind of the people. After educating them, you need to give them jobs. You need the youth to be gainfully employed. They need to be gainfully employed. It's not just by employing them in government parastatals. You need to create jobs. There should be an enabling environment for their businesses to thrive. Nigerian youth are enterprising. They can do all manner of jobs. Whatever they do, they prosper. Look at what they are doing in the music industry. Look at what they are doing in the comedy industry. Now, this music industry and the comedy industry, this is what was created by online. The online platform has given the Nigerian youth an ability to make money. But what did the government do? They try to shut down the online platform. They try to shut down Twitter. They shut down Twitter. Imagine how many jobs were lost. Today, Twitter is paying the Nigerian youth for just tweeting on that mobile app. Imagine if this app was shut down. What would the Nigerian youth have done? The people who are earning today on the Twitter would have been jobless. Look at what they are doing via the entertainment industry, comedy and all sorts of things. Is paying them, but the government is not even helping them. Give them power, make the data accessible so these people can be engaged. The people that don't have the requisite skill to do all of these things, introduce them to manual jobs, train them in skilled job. We need to pull people out of poverty, because the killing in the North Central is becoming too many. And it says that the government of the day has abandoned these people to their fate. Nobody is saying anything about it. The government is not even issuing out circular. I could remember those days during the heat of the Boko Haram. The president of Goodluck Jonathan will keep making announcements and comments regarding the attack in the Boko Haram. Today, they don't announce it anymore. Even our mainstream media are no longer announcing this attack. The only way you tend to see them is when sensible Nigerians come on Twitter and post about it. All over the country, insecurity everywhere. Go to Abuja, the Federal Capital Territory is betrayed by kidnapping. Imagine the Federal Capital Territory where a family of 6 were kidnapped and the girl Nabia was killed. Federal Capital Territory. How do you allow that to go on? And yet we keep complaining about the economy of the country going down. Why wouldn't the economy of the country going down when investors have no confidence to come to this country and invest? Why would it go down when there's insecurity everywhere? Southern Kaduna, insecurity, every part of the country. The government of the day is not bothered. They are not concerned at all. All they do, they allocate resources and boom, eat the money, loot the money. And the state governor should be looked at, because these people sign security vote. What are they using that security vote money for? What is the purpose of that money? It should be geared towards improving security in their state. When the federal government has sent the military, the police there, you have to equip them, you have to empower them to protect the people in that state. There should be both day and night patrol. Every nook and cranny of this country should be combed. I don't understand why the people of Plateau State has to go through this level of money, this level of pillage, killings. What is their crime? What is the crime of the people in Plateau State? Is their crime just because they are Nigerians? Why can't government stand up with the responsibility to protect them? If you can't give your people maximum security, why not resign? Why will a Nigerian politician hold on to power at the detriment of the people? Why? Nigerians all over the country are crying of insecurity, and this is affecting our daily life. Insecurity is the reason why we are talking about food inflation in Nigeria today. The people in the north, they cannot go to farm safely. Terrorists has taken over their farmland. If you must farm in your farmland, you have to pay levy to terrorists for you to farm your farmland. If you must harvest what you've planted, you have to pay levy to terrorists to harvest what you've planted. When they are done with all this, how do you expect them not to increase the price of the product? The people who don't have the money, financial resources to pay terrorists, they don't go to farm. How are we allowing non-state actors to take over the security infrastructure in our country? How? We must be serious with security. Bola Ahmed Tinubu must rise up to the occasion. He is the president now, and this problem has been there. He cannot close his eyes to it. He cannot. He must open his eyes and ensure that this problem are fixed, irrespective of whether he was the one that caused it or not. This is what he signed for, and he should live up to the expectation. Thank you for watching. I will see you in the next video.